Salute. Ortesan. Emi lo lati mo mohoye. The day alafia. Divine risings and rotation. Beloved army, beloved army. Ujamaa. Cooperative economics. And as I always say, it starts with the root word, Jama, family. You can't have cooperative economics without a cooperative family. And understand that your family are not just those people that you were born within the biological constructs of, but your family are also those people that you form family with. Matter of fact, sometimes your family are more those people that you form family with than those who you are born to. Because again, spirit is the connector to all things. And spirit is connected to all things. And so sometimes within the same household, you can have opposing forces. Well, this probably be a lot less in an environment where we were in our foundational terms of traditions. But due to the fact that we live in an environment where we have been indoctrinated from the womb, miseducated from the womb, to the point that we think a lot of our personality or even what we might call character is our nature. But a lot of it is not. It's our nurture. It's been nurtured into us, not natured into us. And the goal or mission is to get again to your nature. And once finding your nature over your nurture, what you do is you begin to implement your nature into your purpose. You begin to overstand your purpose more because you know your nature, not your nurture. A lot of us have a tendency of dealing with life based upon the nurturing, not the naturing. And we do it so much so that the nurturing appears. It comes off as an illusion of nurturing, of naturing. And so in order for there to truly be success as a family, as a community, as a jama, ilide, kabila, a tribe, a taifa, a nation, we have to understand the values of the contributions of what we're building as a collective whole. Small pockets lead to bigger pockets. Small chapters lead to bigger chapters. Small groups lead to bigger groups. Small families eventually multiply and become bigger families. And then those families as a collective become a nation. You see. So small communities create larger communities eventually. So invest in stuff like Susu or Esu. A lot of our brothers and sisters that come from the Caribbeans and continent, as well as others, when they come here, they invest in themselves. And some of us have a jealousy or disdain for that. But you're not supposed to invest in a person or a group of people that won't even invest in themselves. So you come here and you share struggle. When you come here, you invest in those who share the same struggle, you know? And if there are some among you, once you get here, that share the same struggle, then you do invest in them. Partner, partner. You do invest in them. But this is what we have to start doing. So if you have what you would consider to be a community of self, if you have a kabila, a tribe, a jamailide, a family that you have molded, or even the one that you had came into this world with, start teaching the overstanding and concepts and principles of Eshu or Esu or Susu, and start putting stuff inside of a pot. Let that pot grow, and once the pot grows, you can divvy it out to each individual getting a chance to touch that pot. But the first thing that you do with that pot, that initial pot that everybody puts in, is as a collective, you invest in something. And so that's what we have to start doing in order for us to expand, in order for our value to expand, in order for us to gain the concept, the understanding of true sovereignty, being truly independent, being truly self-sufficient. For there's no sovereignty without self-sufficiency. And I would advise brothers and sisters to study things like the Magna Carta. I'm not talking about Jay-Z's album either, because then you begin to understand the measurements and methods that are used to create a taifa, a nation, and the measurements and methods that are used to create a nation that will be respected by nations. Because if you are not respected by nations, you will be attacked by nations. See, at one time, as a collective mind state, melanation was respected by all things surrounding and all nations surrounding. They were respected to the point that they understood you cannot cause a conflict with them because you cannot win that conflict. Right now, they understand that they can win the conflict because we're so divided. All they got to do is, with very much ease, convince us that we are our own enemies. And then we fight amongst each other, and then we weaken ourselves because we have broken into these chapters, these fractions, these sets, these hoods. Not knowing that in the concept of the very essence of the hood, something is being hidden. And it's your identity. Your identity is being hidden not only from people outside of your neighborhood, but it's also being hidden from you. Stay focused. Stay positive. Stay around focused and positive people. Never lose who you are once you know who you are. Never sacrifice who you are for nothing and nobody. Don't just wake up, get out of the bed, and stay out of the bed and assist others in rising from that slumber. Alafia fulano wo muni fe re la ni di wo pe aka si bakayeri. Oyun kapona kaka yeri en frama. Gumuntu inga bantu lai lai ni waju korise. Fiedenu. Faraka wajib. Muni fe re la ni di. Nakupenda usifi way. Nakupenda usifi way. Nakupenda usifi way. Salute. Peace and motivation. Wholeness and motivation. Have an illuminating day. I love y'all. Immortal.